really fun product review for you guys today. I finally got my hands on the new Anastasia Beverly Hills Shadow Couture World Traveler palette, and I'm pretty sure I'm the last human on earth to pick up this palette because it's going around Instagram like wildfire. It's crazy how many people are using it, and I just fell in love with the pictures and fell in love with the eye looks that the girls came up with. So I decided that I just needed to pick this up. So I finally got my hands on it, and I'm really excited that I did. I did film a tutorial using this palette. It is the eye look that I am wearing right now, and if I have the video edited and uploaded already, I'll have it inserted here. If not, it'll just be up right after this video, so just keep your eyes out for that one. And yeah, we'll just get right into this palette because I'm really excited to talk about it. So this is the box that it comes in. The box on the outside and the packaging for the palette on the inside is identical, so we're just going to get right into the packaging. This is what it looks like on the back. It shows you kind of a preview of what's in the palette, what kind of colors there are. So this is the palette itself, so like I said, identical. It's a really beautifully packaged product. It's very old Hollywood, and it actually reminds me a lot of the like Great Gatsby theme. It's really like 20s old Hollywood and just really classic and beautiful. And just to reference this size, this is the Anastasia and Resi palette, and they're just a little bit different. The Shadow Couture palette is a tiny bit longer but the same height, and the same width, so they're basically the same packaging. It's just a little bit longer. Like all her other palettes, this is a cardboard box on the outside protecting the shadows, so it's not the best for luggage and packing and stuff, but I never have problems with this in my luggage. Just put it between some layers of clothing and you should be okay. So this is what the box looks like on the outside, and let's get to the best part, which is what's on the inside. It is such a beautifully put together palette. I mean, every color coordinates with the other, even though you have pops of blues and this nice goldish green color. And the best part is the metallics. The metallic that I'm wearing on my eye right now is called Pink Champagne, and I think that's the color that everyone is most excited to use because it's so pigmented and it's a true metallic, so there's no glitter fallouts or just a messy look. It pats on as a metallic and it just looks so beautiful on your eye. The only color repeat that I have in my collection from Anastasia is Morocco. It's this kind of burnt orangey brown, which I don't mind that I have an extra one because it's a color that I use a lot in the fall. I put it into my crease a lot just as a blending color from my lid color up to my brow bone. It's a really beautiful color to wear in the fall, and especially with my dark features, with my dark hair and dark eyes, it really adds a nice pop of color while still being a neutral for day-to-day wear. So I'm really glad I have a second one of that, but all the other colors are, for me, brand new. I don't know about the other palettes that she's put out, but this is the only color repeat I have in my collection. So we'll do some swatches just to see how pigmented each shadow is. The first color in the palette is called Soft Peach, and this is just a matte pastel nude peach color, as the name suggests. And this color is pretty pigmented for being a matte. I don't know if you guys can see it, it's right there. It's what I put all over my lid just to help the other colors blend in really nicely, as well as the color underneath my brow bone. I found that it looks really natural and beautiful under your brow bone as your brow highlight without being too kind of bam in your face. It's a really nice eyebrow lift without being too unnaturally kind of shimmery, matte, pasty white looking, if that makes any sense. So this is Soft Peach. The next color is Morocco, and I already love this color from my Resi palette. It's a really pretty burnt orange color, and this is another matte. I mean, just look how beautiful that color is, and it just looks so beautiful in the autumn, especially when the leaves are changing color. It just adds this beautiful pop of color because it's not a brown or a neutral, but it's neutral enough to be everyday wear. If you're going to be wearing a smoky eye, it's just one of the most beautiful colors that I own. The next color in the palette is called Heirloom, and this is kind of an eggplant purple with pink sparkles underneath of it. I mean, as I swatch it, the pink sparkles kind of blend away, but you do still see some sparkles. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but it's a really pretty smoky eggplant color, and that's really pretty for girls with dark features as well, because purple really makes our dark hair and dark eyes pop really nicely. Next color we have is called Bellini, and I'm also wearing this on my eyes This is a really pretty satin golden peach color. It's really pretty on its own as the lid color, but it's also really nice as a halo effect, which is what I did today with my eye look. I'm also wearing this color as a transition between the dark matte browns and the pink champagne color in the middle of my eyes. This is really pretty on its own. You can wear this color alone with just some winged liner and a bold lip and it would look really, really nice, but it can also be used for a brown smoky eye and it would just look gorgeous. So this color is also one of my favorites in this palette. And the popular color in the palette is of course pink champagne. This is a really pretty pink champagne and it's kind of like a metallic finish, but even more metallic than any metallics I've played with. It's kind of like a titanium pink is the best way to describe it. This is a dry swatch of it and you can see how metallic and just shimmery it is and how beautiful it is. But for my eye look today I did wear it wet, so you can just see how you can intensify this color by just wetting your brush a little bit and dabbing it into the shadow. So that's pink champagne and that's probably my favorite color in this entire palette. The next color is called Chic and that's the last one for the top row. This is a really pretty satin kind of gray taupe color. This color is okay. This is one that you will definitely have to use wet if you want any kind of pigmentation, because as I'm swatching it the glitter is falling away so it doesn't look shimmery anymore. It's just a kind of dull taupey satin color. I mean, it could be pretty if you used it wet, but I'm just not impressed with it as a dry swatch. So the first color we have on the bottom is called Spoiled, and this is another peach color. This one I'm not impressed with either. It's kind of patchy and I feel like it wants to be a satin, but just not getting there. It's even a worse swatch than Chic. So I'm not impressed with this color either. You can barely see it on my hands and I'm really applying it quite heavily. So this one is another one that you will have to use wet. And then the next one is a really great dark chocolate brown. This is called Fudge. This is just a straight up matte brown, which is great to include in an eyeshadow palette just so that you can intensify it and make it a smoky eye, or just use as an eyeliner. I think that a chocolate brown is probably necessary in every eyeshadow palette, so that was really great of them to include it in this palette. The next color is called Azure and this is a really just gorgeous satin blue. I mean, that's one swatch and that's the pigmentation you get. So this color is going to be so much fun to create an eye look with. Maybe in the next few tutorials I'll use this color as the main color of my lid, and I'm just really excited to use it. It swatched so smoothly and buttery, so this color is just super, super fun. Next we have Intense Gaze, and I don't know, I don't really love this color in the palette. I feel like they could have just had a more like vibrant green or vibrant purple to play with. Pinks I'm not crazy about in an eyeshadow palette, but this is a really pretty pink. This is a satin, kind of like dusty rose color. I mean, it is pretty, but pink is really hard to wear on anyone because you have to be really careful not to make it look like you have pink eye or just got punched in the eye. So this is kind of tricky to use, but it is a really pretty dusty rose color and it is a satin finish. The next color is called Metallic and I am running out of places to swatch. This is a metallic kind of brassy gold. Again, in the pan or in the palette, I just wasn't excited to use it. It's not a color that I would gravitate towards. It's kind of like a puke yellow with green undertones to it. I guess it could be pretty with dark features. I guess it could be kind of like a pop of color between your dark eyes and dark hair. Maybe this color and the blue would be really nice together in a smoky eye, kind of balance each other out. But this color, pretty. I just didn't think I would ever, I don't know, wear this on my eyes, so maybe I'll try it out. And then the last color in the palette just looks like a matte black, and holy moly is this pigmented. This is just your classic matte black color, and this is also really, really important to have in any eyeshadow palette just so that you can use that as an eyeliner or to intensify your smoky eye, darken it a little bit. And this is a great matte black color. It didn't go on patchy or splotchy. I didn't have to build it up to get this intensity. So these are the swatches that comes with this eyeshadow palette. I think that the colors are all it's weird. They're all really random to put together, but as a whole, it looks really, really beautiful, and it was just kind of meant to be to put these colors together. So my final thoughts on this palette is that although it's a really beautiful palette to have, I don't think it's a must-have, especially if you work in an office where you kind of have to be appropriate with your makeup. I don't think you're going to get much use out of this palette. Even the neutral colors are a little bit out there. You have a burnt orange, peachy colors, bronzy colors, but just it wouldn't be worth your money to pick this up if you like to wear just regular neutral eyes. This retails for $30 wherever you can get it. It's sold at Ulta, Anastasia.com obviously, and I'm pretty sure Sephora carries this now. So it retails for $30. It's a great palette to have. I think that $30 is pretty reasonable. You're getting 12 shadows for $30, and the shadows itself are really good quality. So I think $30 is reasonable. So if you like to wear bold colors as your smoky eyes, this would be really fun and a great collector's item. But other than that, I don't think you need to spend the $30 and get this. I'm sure that you can spend another $10 or $15 just to get one of the Urban Decay Naked palettes, which is really, really universal to create smoky eyes, bold eye looks. I do absolutely love this palette, don't get me wrong. It's a beautiful palette. I'm really excited to wear all the colors, and you will be seeing more tutorials using this palette. But if you ask me if you absolutely need it or not, my answer would be no. But if you do get it, be excited because it's going to be a really great palette to have. So that is my final thoughts on this palette. If you guys have any other requests for any other eyeshadow palettes or makeup products that you want me to review, then just let me know down below. So that is it for this video, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.